Well, I can't thank Bev McIntaffer enough, an old schoolmate of mine from, 49 years ago. Hardly seems possible. Let me stay at Camp Homeward Bound, and it was a lot of fun. Got to rest up my feet, get them in a little better shape, and even got to ride the kayak around the lake a few times. So thanks again to all those folks down there, and I hope I see you soon sometime. I am heading up Bear Mountain. You can see there's a bunch of steps here that go up. I wish I could remember the person's name, but back in 2010, I believe they built a lot of these stairs. It goes up, 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 and beyond sight. So a lot of climbing ahead of me. I'm part way up Bear Mountain, and you can see a long ways around. Just saw mom deer, and it's fun. They head downhill, so couldn't quite get a picture of them, but very pretty to see this morning. Well, this is incredible. The mountain laurel on the top of Bear Mountain, overlooking the Hudson River. Wow. It don't get any better than this, or maybe it does. We'll have to wait and find out in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Here is the Bear Mountain Tower. It's quite a work of art. All stone all the way up. Gonna have to move on though, because thunder's rolling in. I need to get off the high spot. On the other side of the tower, another great view of the Hudson. You can probably barely see a bridge down there. I'm gonna be crossing in the next hour and going up the other mountain. Well, here's the bears in the zoo. Not too crazy about zoo animals. I think some of these are part of a rehab program. There's a cinnamon one back there. Not as many cinnamon ones around. Standing up on the bridge on the Hudson. It's a big suspension bridge. And going over and then back up the mountain.
Get I burping rhythm.
Hey.
That was nice. Hey.
This is Canopus Lake Park, where I stayed last night. They have a hiker camping area about a good quarter-mile from the lake. Back in the woods. I am up on top of the first high point after Canopus Lake going north. You can see a big view, sort of cloudy today, although no chance for rain that I know of. And it's another nice day. The climb up this mountain was pretty easy, mostly gradual until you get to the last little bit. It Takes a lot of work to keep the trail clean, especially when you have some big blowdown areas like the one I just went through. Quite a few trees down all in one spot. So I met a guy up on Heiner Mountain. Said they had a tornado go through, and that's what all of the trees down were. I'll tell you, that took a lot of work. There was hundreds of trees down. They even rerouted the trail in a couple places. Also, on a side fun note, from the top of the mountain down to Heiner Road, you can go from 100 bottles of beer down to 27. Okay, fun fact. Bridge I've ever seen that makes a turn in the middle of the bridge as it goes across the creek, and really nice running stream. Here's Nuclear Lake. Unfortunately, there's gunfire behind us, so you get to hear that in the background. And there's Hal Dog. Well, we're walking across a lot of boardwalk through the mucky land. And onward. Well, here's the end of our day, the last view before we go down to Pauling. It's only about 7/10 more mile, so we did a 12-mile day today. Pretty good for a first day, considering he practically stayed awake for 24 hours to do it. This is the Dover Oak. It's supposed to be 6 foot in diameter, and the largest oak tree on the AT. It's a pretty incredible tree. I know it's hard to tell without me in the picture, but I will take a still to show you. Well, second day for Hal and I slack packing. So, what are you thinking of the Appalachian Trail so far, Hal?
It's green.
It's green. Oh, it's a nice section right here. Pretty easy walking. How was yesterday's walking?
It was nice. It was a nice day, and the weather was really moderate, and saw a beautiful lake, and went through the swamp and over the mountains, and saw a lot yesterday.
Okay, we're going to see more today. It's promising to be a hot day, so we're trying to get a little done early. We're trying to do 14 today and cutting it a little shorter tomorrow because it's getting ready to cross the Swamp River Boardwalk. You can see there's quite a long bridge there, and imagine we're going across up to the mountains on the other side. This is the river boardwalk, and look at how tall these plants are on either side, these grasses. You ain't in Kansas no more. Hard to believe something like this exists in New York State, all this swamp and heavy grass. This is a very interesting bridge structure. It looks like they've cribbed up the middle with logs, and then they have two sets of logs going to the middle. I don't know how well it works, but it seems to be holding so far. Bridge over 10 Mile River. You can see it's pretty wide, flows together.